So tonight on Astrology After Dark, I'm going to be talking about how to use your natal placements, how where the energy is placed in your chart. Depends on how that energy is expressed. Okay, so we're going to really get into the nitty gritty here, and so if you are new to me, to my channel, to any of my content in social media land, my name is kkatrice. I am the natal chart navigator, and I am a divorce recovery coach, and I help divorced women to emotionally balance and reinvent themselves based on their astrological natal chart. And I'm also the founder of the Natal Healing Method. Okay, and so let's jump into it. Now, if you have not gotten your free copy of my Natal Healing Method ebook, then you definitely want to get that. It's absolutely free, and you can get it from my link tree. It's in the comments of this live. Where is the chat? Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to talk about tonight your natal placements. Okay. So I'm really super excited. It's my first live of 2024. So I'm super excited to be back. I took a little break there, but I'm back. And so, okay. So we're talking about your natal placements, right? Okay. Now, when I say your natal placements, I'm meaning where the when you look in your chart, not just like your sun, your moon, but also where the energies, what energies is placed on the house as well. Okay. Everything in the chart is a placement. Okay. So the house is a placement. The uh, the planets are placements, the signs are placements. Okay, so all of those are the placements, and so where you have that energy is going to be expressed. Is going to be expressed differently based upon, say, somebody else who has that energy somewhere else. Okay, so when you're talking about healing after divorce, what I found was that you know, healing looks different for everybody based upon what all you went through within your marriage, any issues that you may have went through before you got married, like in your childhood, and just you, because you're different from the next person. And so a lot of healing programs are kind of cookie cutter to kind of like a one fits all. Okay. And that doesn't work for healing. That's what I found for me, that just doesn't work. And once I really got to know who I am and really start studying how I move and how I operate energetically, that's when my healing process kind of sped up. Okay. Now, everybody has their own time frame as to how long it'll take them to heal and to process everything and really move on past their divorce. So, just because you are using the natal healing method, it doesn't mean you're gonna um, heal faster than if you weren't using it. What it does mean, though, is that your healing will be more personalized and it will be more effective because it is tailored to you and your energy, and not just based off of some kind of cookie cutter healing that everybody says you should do, or this is what everybody says that they should go through. Okay. So that's that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen here, because I want to kind of go. Oh crap! Hold on. I'm going to share my screen, but apparently I got out of my chart thing was over. So let me get the chart pulled back up, and then we will get into it. Okay. So let me share my screen. Okay, so we're going to Luna. Okay. And with this, we're going to be, this is the platform I'm going to be using this year. You guys, um, I first started out, I was using Astro.com, which is a free software online. Just go to Astro.com and put in your birth information. You will have to make an account, and then you can pull up your birth chart that way. You do need to know your time of birth to get so that you can get your rising sign. But I do have a tutorial on that, and I think that is in the description of the live. But if not, you can just go on the channel on the homepage in the section that says take a campus tour. In that section, there's a video giving a tutorial on how to pull up your birth chart on astro.com. Okay. All righty. And so let's jump into this. Okay. So this is the chart here. Okay. This is a chart, and if this was your chart, okay, so let's just say this is we'll say Michelle. This is Michelle's chart, okay. And so first house is the house of self, okay. And so the way that this energy is expressed is in a very Virgo way. This is also your personality is here in the first house, okay? Because first house ascendant energy is the energy that you give off to people, okay? It's the energy that people first perceive when they first meet you, okay? So you give off the energy of Virgo, okay? Now, if you say you had Virgo in the second house, okay, then second house is the house of money. It is our values, our material possessions, our movable material possessions. Does not include real estate. That is fourth house, okay. So if you had Virgo here in the second house, okay, you would handle your finances in a very Virgo type way. You'd be very organized with your finances. You probably would have spreadsheets or some type of organization system for you to really keep a check. You would probably know down to the penny, to the T about your money. You know how much money you got, where your money is going, what it's being used for. You probably go in and every quarter do like a review of your finances and see where you can cut spending, or can you shift and move and add more here, like really recalibrate your budget, right? Virgo energy is a very detail oriented energy. It is a very analytical energy, okay? And so depending, those qualities are going to be expressed, but it's just going to be expressed in different ways. Okay, so no matter where the Virgo energy is, those basic traits are going to be expressed, but they're just going to be expressed differently depending upon where you have Virgo. Okay. Now, when you are looking at your chart ruler is the planet that, or luminary, that rules the sign on the first house. And so it is the most important placement in your chart. Okay. And so Mercury, this will make Mercury here. Okay. Now, Mercury is the ruler of Virgo. Okay. And so your personality is still going to come out in a Virgo fashion. Okay. But having your Mercury in the fourth house, okay, in the sign of Sagittarius, okay, so you may be somebody who you could be very philosophical, okay, because Sagittarius is a very philosophical energy, okay. You could be very philosophical. You could also be, somebody who very blunt in how you speak. Okay, Mercury is communication. Sagittarius is a very, very blunt energy. Okay, I know from personal having quite a bit of Sagittarius energy. Very blunt energy. Now you could be like having your Mercury here. You could travel a lot. You could be a traveler. You also could have you could also be like very focused. You could work from home. Okay. You could be just very, very focused on you could also have your home, like you move, you travel around. Um, I won't say nomad, but you kind of don't live in one place long. Um, but yeah, so that is going to influence you how you think. Okay, your thoughts could be really, really, really expansive. You may be a really big picture person, um, and you don't focus on details as much as you would if Mercury was say in the sign of Virgo. Then you probably you would be way more detail oriented. But um, when you are looking at your chart and you're looking for how you're going to start the process of rebuilding yourself, you want to understand that depending upon where the energy is, that is how it is going to be expressed. So if an area of your life, say your career, okay, so you're really focused on your career, and that's what, after getting divorced, your career took a hit, okay, for whatever reason. Just as an example. Okay. So we'll just say Michelle here. Okay. Michelle's career, it took a hit. And so now she has to figure out, okay, um, how am I going to reinvent myself, reinvent my career or get a new career. Right. And so you have to look at the sign that is on this house. Okay. It's Gemini. Okay. So your career is going to, the best use of this energy is to get into careers that are of a Gemini theme or that lets you express. And it doesn't have to be of a Gemini theme, I shouldn't say, but it lets you express your energy in the career space, in that Gemini way. Okay. So networking, Gemini energy is a very social energy, is air energy. Okay, so air is of the mind, right? And so you want to focus your attention on being able to find a career where you can express that Gemini energy. You can be social, you can network. Sales is really good for Gemini energy. Okay. Um, what else? Okay, so now somebody had um say Capricorn here in the 10th house. Okay, something where they can be of leadership. Okay, that would where they can really climb the corporate ladder. Okay, that is something that would really be the best expression for that person, right? Okay. And so when you start looking at your chart, okay, one thing you want to do, the first thing that you want to do is you want to learn the placements, okay? You want to learn your natal placements. Now, if you have your free copy of the framework of the Natal Healing Framework ebook, okay, you want to go in and you want to get your this is the end, okay, in the natal. Okay, this is the end, learning the natal placements. This is the very first step. So you want to read chapter 1. It's all about the natal placements, okay? And you want to make sure that you know your natal placements, okay? And the more you study your chart, the more you really start to understand yourself, okay? And you start to understand why you do the things that you do, okay? And And so then once you understand why you do the things that you do, then it's time for you to start utilizing that energy into you want to start utilizing that energy into positively, okay, so that you can get what you want, okay, while still being in flow with your natal energy, okay. Now, the natal healing method, it consists of you learning your natal placements, you understanding the aspects, which is how the planets interact with each other, understanding how transits affect your natal chart. Okay. Then you want to apply that information that you learned in those 3 steps. You then have to apply. So, for example, when say aspects, say you got Venus square Neptune, right? Okay, you want to understand that that makes you, when it comes to love or any of the things um, that Venus is associated with, it can make things a little cloudy sometimes. It can make it like you have rose-colored glasses on. And so one of the things, since you know that, now you want to apply that knowledge into, especially when it comes to like love or your finances. You don't want to like be so disillusioned. Now you have to be more conscious, more aware, more alert about those things, right? And then the L is to leverage. I don't talk about this one that much. This hold on, make sure I get it to you. No, liberate. Okay, so L stands for liberate. Okay, and this is to liberate yourself from your old broken identity of just kind of go along with the flow, who you was before the divorce. Okay, and liberate yourself from that and to emerge aligned with your true self. Okay, so that is the natal healing method. And so the N is very, very important, and it's the first step because you have to learn what the placements stand for, when they're in your, what they stand for, and how to interpret them in your chart. Okay. So, like I said, depending upon where you have that energy at, it will be expressed differently in your chart. Now, all 12 energies are in the chart. Okay. So there's 12 houses, represents 12 different areas of your life. And each of the 12 zodiac signs is assigned to an area of life based on your rising sign, okay, which is the sign that was rising on the eastern horizon at the time, place, and date of your birth, okay? So you want to, like somebody who has a Virgo rising, okay, with like say this, see this here, Virgo rising with a Sagittarius moon is going to act a little differently from somebody who is a Virgo rising with a Virgo Mercury. And I said moon, I meant to say Mercury. But somebody who has a um Virgo rising is going to be different from somebody who has a Pisces Mercury, okay? Because Mercury is the ruler of that sign, means it's the chart ruler. So that planet is going to be really important in your chart, okay? So that's what I have for tonight. So let me stop my sharing. Okay. All right. So if you have any comments or questions, please do leave them in the comments here in the chat. Okay. Because I do come back, I do read comments, I do respond. So um let me see here. I'm going to put, if you have not gotten the framework, okay. HTTP, hold on. Okay. All right. there is my link. So you can go and you can get the framework. Okay. Um, all the videos, everything that I teach on is going to be based upon the framework and the healing, the natal healing method. So you definitely want to make sure you have your free copy, and it's free. So you can just go and get that. Okay. Now, I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode of Astrology After Dark. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up, because that does help this video to be shown to more people. And I so appreciate you joining me tonight. Okay. And so I do actively invite you to engage with tonight's cosmic conversation. Because here at Understanding Your University, we dive deep with aligning with your true nature and your personal odyssey of self-understanding and empowerment begins right here. Okay. So embrace the opportunity to heal, to align your actions and your decisions and your life with the energies of the universe. Okay. And so if you found this video useful, helpful, or insightful, like I said, give it a thumbs up and share it out with others who might benefit. Don't forget to leave your comments. Don't forget to get your 3-step framework ebook. And until next time, remember that possibilities are endless. If you can see it in your mind, then you can definitely hold it in your hand. And that should make you smile, because you really do create your own reality. Have a good one.